Palestine. The very name evokes images, ancient cities, sun-drenched hills, and a land steeped in history. This land, with its rich and diverse past, has been a witness to the rise and fall of empires, the birth of religions, and the enduring spirit of its people. For millennia, this land at the crossroads of continents has been a cradle of civilization, a vibrant tapestry woven from the threads of countless cultures and empires. The Mediterranean coastline, with its azure waters, has seen the ships of traders and conquerors alike, bringing with them influences that have shaped the region's unique identity. From the ancient Philistines who gave the land its name to the Romans, Ottomans, and beyond, Palestine's story is one of remarkable depth and complexity. The remnants of these civilizations can still be seen today in the ruins of ancient cities, the grandeur of Roman amphitheaters, and the intricate designs of Ottoman architecture. Yet, for many around the world, Palestine's history seems to begin and end with conflict. The images that dominate our screens, checkpoints, walls, and clashes, paint a picture of a land perpetually in turmoil, overshadowing its rich cultural and historical heritage. The images that dominate our screens, checkpoints, walls, and clashes, tell only a fraction of the story. They obscure the daily lives of millions who call this land home, their traditions, their joys, and their struggles. To truly understand Palestine, we must delve deeper, beyond the headlines and into the heart of a land and its people. We must explore the peaceful countryside, where olive trees have stood for centuries, and the villages where life continues much as it has for generations. We must uncover the layers of history, culture, and resilience that define Palestine and its enduring spirit. The traditional crafts and arts, passed down through generations, tell stories of a people deeply connected to their land and heritage. Festivals and celebrations, vibrant and full of life, showcase the rich cultural tapestry that is often overshadowed by conflict. This is the untold story of Palestine, a land and its people yearning for peace and justice. Families gather, sharing meals and stories, passing down traditions that have survived through the ages. Historical landmarks stand as silent witnesses to the resilience and enduring hope of a people who have faced countless challenges. It is a story of dispossession, resilience, and the enduring hope for a brighter future. Despite the hardships, the spirit of the Palestinian people remains unbroken. They rebuild, they resist, and they continue to hope for a day when peace and justice will prevail. It is a story that deserves to be heard. The voices of those who have lived through the trials and tribulations of this land offer invaluable insights and perspectives. Community meetings and shared experiences highlight the strength and solidarity of the Palestinian people. This essay seeks to shed light on the often overlooked narrative of Palestine, exploring its rich heritage, the complexities of its modern history, and the ongoing struggle of its people. By understanding the past and present, we can better appreciate the resilience and determination that define this land and its inhabitants. It is a call to understanding, empathy, and action, urging readers to look beyond the headlines and engage with the human story at the heart of this enduring conflict. By recognizing the shared humanity and the deep-rooted history of Palestine, we can foster a greater sense of empathy and solidarity, paving the way for a more just and peaceful future. As the 19th century dawned, Palestine, then part of the vast Ottoman Empire, was a land of remarkable diversity. It was a region where various cultures, traditions, and religions coexisted, creating a unique tapestry of life. Muslims constituted the majority of the population, but there were also significant Jewish and Christian communities. These groups had lived side by side for centuries, sharing the land and its resources and contributing to a rich cultural mosaic. However, the late 19th century witnessed the rise of Zionism, a political and national movement advocating for the establishment of a Jewish state in Palestine. This movement was driven by a desire to create a homeland where Jews could live freely and securely. Zionism emerged in response to rising anti-Semitism in Europe, particularly in Eastern Europe, where Jews faced severe persecution and discrimination. Pogroms, restrictive laws, and social ostracism made life increasingly difficult for Jewish communities. The movement sought to create a safe haven for Jews in their ancient homeland, a place where they could determine their own destiny and live without fear of persecution. This vision resonated deeply with many Jews who longed for a place to call their own. Fueled by this vision, Zionist organizations began to encourage Jewish immigration to Palestine. They purchased land, often from absentee landlords, and established agricultural communities known as kibbutzim. These settlements were not just places to live, but were also seen as a means to reclaim and cultivate the land. This influx of Jewish immigrants, however, gradually altered the demographic balance of the region. The growing Jewish presence led to economic, social, and political changes, which in turn led to tensions with the existing Arab population. These tensions were rooted in fears of displacement and loss of land. The Balfour Declaration of 1917, in which the British government expressed support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine, further fueled Zionist aspirations. This declaration was seen as a significant political victory for the Zionist movement. However, the declaration was made without consulting the Arab population, who saw it as a betrayal and a threat to their own national aspirations. This sowed the seeds of future conflict, as both Jews and Arabs laid claim to the same land. The legacy of the Balfour Declaration remains a point of contention to this day, symbolizing the complex and often painful history of the region. The year 1948 marked a turning point in Palestinian history, a year etched in their collective memory as the Nakba, meaning catastrophe in Arabic. It was the year the State of Israel was established, and with it came the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians from their homes. In the lead-up to Israel's declaration of independence, tensions between Jewish and Arab communities escalated into a full-blown war. Amidst the chaos and violence, more than 700,000 Palestinians fled or were expelled from their homes, becoming refugees in neighboring countries. The Nakba was not merely a displacement of people, it was a shattering of Palestinian society. Villages were depopulated and, in some cases, razed to the ground. Families were torn apart, their lives uprooted and scattered across the region. The Nakba continues to cast a long shadow on the Palestinian psyche. The loss of their homeland, the dispossession of their property, and the denial of their right to return remain open wounds, fueling a yearning for justice and a desire